I guess what's your biggest takeaway from a game like this one?
Well, I think that outside of the really poor start, right, we got into the game much better and played a lot stronger and a lot tougher and all that kind of stuff, and stayed with the game, for most part. And then we had a little, a couple rebounds. We got 3 stops to start the fourth, but they got offensive rebounds on all of them. Then we had a couple turnovers as well, so we kind of didn't take advantage of our possessions. It was a big key to the game, and we certainly started off early, just handing them the ball, right? And then we had a little spat of that in the fourth as well, which kind of opened the game back up. But for the most part, some of these guys played pretty good, played pretty hard, and executed pretty well.
What did you make of Justin?
Yeah, really good. I mean, I think he's really improving. Again, he gives a really good effort on the defensive end. He's capable of guarding, lots of positions defensively. He's got a good feel offensively. Again, the ball finds him because he's moving to the right place at the right time. Thought he took a good number of threes that were there. I thought he drove when he was supposed to. I thought he got off it when he was supposed to, for the most part. So yeah, really good bright spot there.
Nick, how much did tomorrow's game, the back-to-back play into Paul, Maxy, and Caleb not playing tonight?
Well, I don't know. Listen, I kind of always play who's available, right? And I was told that by the time the game started, those 3 guys were out, and so they weren't available.
What was your reaction?
Do you expect them to tomorrow?
Don't have an update yet on for tomorrow.
What was your reaction when you found out before the game that those guys were not available, and thus you'd be missing 8 guys total tonight?
Yeah, my reaction is about the same as it's been most of the year. Is you take a little bit of a gut punch, and then you regroup and figure out the starting lineups, and you figure out the rotations, and you figure out what needs to change on the game plan as quick as possible, and then go play. Yeah.
That third quarter push that your guys made, what really stood out to you about the effort that was put forth during that third quarter?
Well, we got good shots almost every possession, right? We threw 1 or 2 in late in the shot clock, but most of them we just kept moving it. We were getting off the ball, and we weren't trying to over dribble it when we were guarded. We were moving it to the next side, moving it again, and running the next action. And then the guys I thought they were hitting the paint, and they play really good. They send a lot of bodies to the paint once you're in there, so you got to find a way to get it out. And I thought our guys did a good job of getting up and over and out and relocating to be open on the perimeter to again create good shots. Our guys just did a much better job of reading what was there. Yeah.
So we're asking for clarity's sake, were you not given an explanation on Paul prior to the game? Because he was listed. Maxy was questionable, and that was kind of
his
listed as probable
ankle
most of the day. So
ankle.
That was more of a.
Yeah, I was given an explanation of his ankle. Wasn't quite good enough to go.
You mentioned recently that Jeff, you wanted to see kind of his G League performances translate to this level. Just what did you see from him tonight?
Yeah, pretty good. There's still a few things I want him to do a little bit better. I think in that position, I always think that guy's got to be kind of he's got to get a little dirtier. Right, that third guy, I want a little bit more pressure out of the third point guard. I want a little bit more, creating loose balls, getting on the floor for loose balls, running down long rebounds, adding some pace to the game, etc. He did do a good job of orchestrating and getting us into things tonight better than he's been doing. And then again, I think that he's a capable three-point shooter. I don't know what he took tonight, 2 for 5. He's just got opportunities coming off ball screens to pull the trigger on those. I'd like to see him shoot more of those. If they're gonna go under and give him those got to be kind of automatic pulls. And I want to see if he's high enough percentage guy to take and make those. That's the right read. That's the right play at that time. And sometimes he hangs on to it a little bit longer to probe the paint because that's kind of what his specialty is, scoring in the paint. Yep.
Nick,
realize some of these guys obviously aren't gonna play this many minutes when everyone else is back. Do you see a way as a coach to bottle some of this energy and translate it to some of the other groups? How do
Well,
you see that?
yeah, it's a good question. I do think that we do need to be careful with our combinations at times of keeping a younger, maybe energy or two player out there, not ending up with maybe some of all the veterans together, right? So that'd be the way I'd answer that, yeah. Okay, thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow.